know, when Africans come to America, they're busting their behinds to get degrees, become doctors, lawyers, and stuff like that. So when Africans look at African Americans, they're like, these people have credit cards. We don't even have credit cards. These people are not even working, and we come here and we busting our asses. And now we're doing this. We're now six figures, and these people have all these years to become all these great jobs and careers.
I have a question. So,
here we go.
You know how black people always ask Africans, you're over here in America, would you actually put your life on the line, risk getting deported, risk, losing your job or business
Who's
for
asking Africans these questions?
the black cause, the black fight? And my thing is, why do y'all always ask that question to Africans? Because if you were living in Africa, would you put your life on the line for their cause, for their fight, whatever social issues that they have going on in their country? If you lived over there, would you put your life on the line? Would you risk your family? Would you risk your job?
First and foremost, this lady is a fat phase on law, because ain't no black Americans running around asking Africans, are they willing to risk their lives for black Americans?
And why the fuck do Africans want you to hate yourself because you got European or indigo ancestry? Like, every time a black American is talking about their ancestry, it's always, oh, well, you got 20% this, and it's just that, and it's just this. You're still African, and you look like you came from Kenya. You look South Sudanese. Like, is this a cry for help? Like, what do y'all want us to do? The ancestral jealousy is crazy. No, you're proud to have European ancestry. You have European ancestry. Yeah, I do. And are you mad because you don't? Like, I be so confused. What is the combativeness? Like, what are we going back and forth for? Why are you mad at me about something I can't control? It's just 20%. 20% more than you have. But you want me to hate it because you're upset that you don't have it. It's so crazy because I thought y'all was proud Africans. Like, Americans mention one thing about our ancestry. Oh, but it's 70% African. You got your 70% African. Okay, what the fuck that still got to do with anything else? Like, I'm confused. Like, y'all hate for black Americans to talk about their ancestry. It just triggered the fuck out of West Africa.
I didn't know that in 2026 we are still having these kind of conversations where we have some Africans, immigrants, actually coming out to talk down on black Americans, even after knowing the history. I think some of them don't know anyway. I think some of them have not learned their lesson. I literally think that some of them don't know what they're talking about. They are just following the bandwagon, of course, following whatever thing that they hear on social media, probably seeing through another person's lenses and deciding to speak on this particular matter. Well, my loves, I have other clips. I've gathered them. I'm going to let them roll. Then I'll come back with more commentary. Credit belongs to original creators of those videos. Please do well to like, subscribe, share, and of course drop your own thoughts in the comments. So let's go watch, then I'll come back with more.
Let me tell you, African immigrants, there are no people here in America. You discriminate against black Americans thinking that the white man will see you any special from them. No, the white man only see you as one monkey who escaped from Africa and have a better life here in America. I know as I'm saying this, one ignorant African immigrant certainly, you should be thanking those who made it possible for you to have a better life here. And those are, them people are black Americans. How can people who contributed this much in a war not be part of America or not own America?
Hi, my name is Benjamin. I'm Kenyan and now I live in the US. When growing up in Kenya, we read about racism and we heard about stories, but moving to America, you get to experience what reading cannot teach you. In America, everything is divided on race. You think you've read about it all, you move here, economically, socially, and politically, things are divided upon race. And I will speak about the experience of Black people that I've witnessed in Seattle, Washington. I haven't traveled as much in other parts of the country, but I do hear things. Now, I know that in the DMV, East Coast, Atlanta, there are more Black success stories. And moving from Kenya, I was used to Black people in all facets of life, in banking, in manufacturing, in the healthcare industry, politically. So, and being Black is not so much a big identifier back home because almost everybody's Black in Kenya. There are Asians and they're white people, but the vast majority are Black people. So moving here, and especially in Seattle, in more privileged spaces, economically speaking and socially speaking, you tend to see very few Black people, which hurts me because the opposite is true. When you go to places that are considered lower income, not as privileged, you will find bigger populations of Black people. And I'm not trying to look down on anybody, especially in the South, Rainier, you will see more concentration of Black people. Rainier is getting gentrified and a lot is happening there, I understand. But still, in Kenya, I was used to seeing Black people flourish. And moving to Seattle, when you try to Google or even first-hand experiences, when you look at the most privileged spaces, like I said, majority white and then the rest and Black people are very few. I'm clocking a year in the States and I never knew what this had done to me until there's a day I was in the gym and a Range Rover drove by and it was a Black woman who was driving it and I was so proud of her. I was like, damn, I'm so happy for this woman. She has a Range Rover. I'm always happy for women when they are living privileged lives, but in this case, it touched me. And I was used to seeing such things in Kenya, but living in Seattle, there isn't much of that. So, and then another day I saw a Black woman drive by and she was in a Porsche Macan. I was like, wow, I'm so happy for this woman. I even told the person that I was with, who was a white person, and I explained that it's not as easy to find Black people enjoying luxury in Seattle. They are there, but it's not as easy. And things that I even was used to in Nairobi, when I see them now here, I marvel, like it's a pleasant surprise. So I was like, wow, that's a culture shock for me. So yeah, and a lot of things are race driven in America. Cultures, so much. We could get into it the whole day and night.
I always find it so funny how a lot of African immigrants, especially African men, most especially Nigerian African men who live in America, always have some type of criticism, something negative about America, yet having the audacity to still live in America. You're an immigrant from Africa and you're talking shit about America and Americans, and you're still living in America. And they be saying dumbass shit like, for example, every time that our women come to America from Nigeria, they start misbehaving, they start doing this, and they start, there's something about America that will just scatter your family. And this American women, there's something about American women. My brother, if you're going to be marrying a woman in Nigeria, make sure you don't bring her here, because when she gets here and she starts networking, and then she start finding out how women are doing this and that, she will leave you. These same biscuit and granite heads also lack the emotional intelligence and the intellect and the humility to ask themselves why. A lot of y'all are so delusional to think that Africa, specifically Nigeria, is ideal. But if Nigeria was ideal, what the fuck are you doing in the West? Why not stay in your village? Why are you running to America by fire by force? The average Nigerian is looking for a way to Japa, to Obodo Yibo, the place that has problem. Why is it that a lot of these men and women, but especially even women, are looking so desperately to come to America as a safe haven? Why? Most especially you. Why are you in America yet you are criticized? Why not be in your village? I thought that your village is the most ideal. Don't get me wrong, like I mentioned before, there's problems in this world. No matter where you go to, there's some fuck shit. In America, fuck shit. Africa, fuck shit. Australia, fuck shit. China, it's just the way it is. The devil was cast down to earth. It wasn't cast down to just Nigeria. It wasn't cast down to America. It wasn't cast down to New Zealand. The devil was cast down to earth. This is earth. And as a result, there is fuck shit everywhere you go. But the audacity for you to be talking shit about somebody else's home, yet you live in that person's home. Hey, for that. I could understand if it was somebody who was still in Africa or somebody who was in Nigeria specifically, and you're talking shit about somebody else's country. I understand that, not a problem. Humans are very opinionated. But let it be that you are in your own country and you're criticizing somebody else's country. But the audacity for you to leave your own country to somebody else's country to talk shit. One day, look at yourself in the middle. Nada.
My Black American, African American family, I'm sorry. I apologize for the sins of the ancestors, the fathers and the mothers of Africa, for what was done to you. I'm begging the African government to please give our brothers and sisters free lands when they come, give them money, let them take part in the continent, in ruling the continent of Africa. Please forgive us. Please. And for those Africans that have come here, you paved the way for us. I'm going to say it boldly. You paved the way for us because you guys, your fathers, your mothers, your forefathers, your ancestors, they fought for freedom. I acknowledge it. Without the way you guys fought, we might not be here. And some of our own forefathers, our own ancestors learned from your fathers and mothers. They learned, they reproduced this movement in Africa to be able to free us. So thank you. I'm sorry for the disrespect. I will make every effort to spread awareness. I'm sorry for any names you've been called. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Since I don't know the ancestors, I can talk to the children. You are the children of your ancestors. Thank you so much. Please, let's forgive each other and work together. God bless you. From my heart to your heart. I don't want to cry. Oh God. I'm sorry. You guys have put up with a lot. I'm sorry.
So for everybody who keep asking, oh, Black Americans do not have culture, you all know that American culture is actually Black American culture. Oh, you don't know? Okay, now you know. I learned that myself, okay, because every day is a day for you to actually ask questions and get answers, okay. When I started this particular content, I was very naive of some things. What I did was to go into learning, okay. There was a time, I think it was last year, during Juneteenth, there was a particular lady I was literally following on TikTok. She was teaching people, there were many of them actually that period. They were literally teaching people Black American history, okay. And because they found out that a lot of people do not know the reason why there's Juneteenth, and so many people now started becoming, celebrating Juneteenth here and there. So many people wanted to be a part of Black legacy, Black American legacy, without being a part of the struggle. That's even where the problem lies, right? Everybody is seeing themselves as part of the Black American society, culture. They want to be invited to every cookout, but nobody wants to actually, go through the struggles that Black folks have gone through one bit. Everybody just wants to take. Nobody wants to give. Just the same way, Black folks have literally given to them in the past. They have given to everybody. They keep giving. And that's why you have so many people upset that Black folks are deciding to boycott them this period, because they have always known these people to be givers. But you have never been giver. You're just a person that loves to receive, okay? And I'm not surprised to see immigrants talk down on Black Americans at all, because these people are literally getting whatever they came into the country when everything was okay. Everybody have survived. Everybody is fine. The system is already in place, and some people have fought for them to be able to be there already. So if at all that was not in place, they would have understood exactly what Black folks was trying to tell them all this while. If there was no civil rights movement that had happened, I don't think any of them would have actually come out to start talking, the way they talk about Black folks. If they were there when things were so bad, when black folks were literally working, their ancestors were working themselves off and all of that. And mind you, I heard people say things, oh, it didn't happen this year, it happened like years ago. Why are you people having issues with it? You shouldn't even be talking about it because this is not something that happened to you directly. You all do know that what happened in history kind of, if you allow it, it kind of repeats itself, right? And also, you all do know that, you know, when there is a particular issue with your lineage, okay, somehow you go through the same struggle, and if you don't take time, you're going to also go through the same thing. And that's what black people are literally trying to avoid, so that such a thing doesn't kind of repeat. And that's why you see them trying to guide themselves, trying to protect themselves from any of such thing actually repeating, okay. But I still find it very hilarious seeing people talk very, awful about them, coming out to call them names. And these are immigrants that looks like myself, okay. And it doesn't make a lot of sense, because I just keep wondering, you came into a country where there is diversity and all that. Who were you supposed to actually tilt towards more? Is someone that looks like yourself. But somehow most of these immigrants prefer to tilt towards, just for one reason or the other, which a lot of us don't know. Me myself, I really do not know why they choose that pathway. But I feel comfortable when I go to a place and see more of people like myself, other than seeing other people that doesn't really look like myself. Not like I don't love to see everyone. I literally love to see everyone, but I want to also see someone like myself. Okay, so when I travel to a particular country and I don't see someone like myself, I'm like, oh, can I actually see someone like myself? Like, I just want to be able to see one person that looks like myself, and I'll be like, okay, I think my people are here. Even though we're not from the same country, we don't speak the same language, but you still feel like, okay, I'm not the only one in this place. I'm literally in a safe ground. I don't know if you understand. That's the only way you get to know that, the country that you have come to does not have anything or discrimination against the people that looks like yourself, okay. Well, I think at this point, people need to start educating themselves, need to start learning history, need to start giving black folks their accolades, because they literally deserve it. But for now, black folks don't even care about all of that. They're just saying we're minding our business, we're doing our own thing, we're focusing on ourselves. But yet, a lot of people still have issues with it. Why? Anyway, guys, let me know what you're thinking in the comments. Let's talk about it. Credit to all creators on these videos. I look forward to seeing all of my next. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Do well to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all on my next. Bye, guys.